It's that time of year again. Trick of the year 2025. And let's be real, when you hear top 10 tricks of 2025, you already know what everyone's gonna say. Joslin, El Toro, tray flip. But if you think 2025 was just the Joslin year, you're missing some of the real story. Because this year, it gave us more than just that. This year gave us grinds on spots that were so long they looked fake. We got 3 new additions to the Wallenberg Spot Hall of Fame, crazy tech moves, transition skating, and a guy that destroyed vert skating with never before seen tricks. So here's a special breakdown of the top 10 tricks that made 2025 just feel different. Hey, as with every year, it was extremely difficult to choose just 10 tricks of the year. So this year, we decided to do some special awards on top of that. Most creative trick, best wall ride, most stylish trick, best female trick, and the Grease and Fletcher Award. So stick around to the end, don't miss out on anything, and let's jump into our top 10. Zion Wright with this double kink 5-0. It's always crazy to see the pinch of a 5-0 on a round rail, especially going through 2 kinks. But that's not all. In the same part, he also front feebled that same rail. I don't know which one's harder to pull through 2 kinks, but what the hell? Look at that pinch. And yeah, we know that rail from somewhere. That leads us into 9th place, Jamie Foy. This insanely long front blunt is from the 2024 New Balance Intervals video, which also crowned him SOTY last year. And he released another video this year, this time with Red Bull, and it has a crazy tech move on a rail. Check this out. Fakie front 180, backside overcrook, fakie Popeki the hard way. Let us know in the comments what you'd call this trick, but well-earned 9th place. Coming up with the next banger with 8th place, Felipe Mota, who just turned pro for primitive skateboards, which honestly, about time. He dropped a sick part with a lot of crazy moves, but a flip sugarcane on a handrail? Look, I can't even think of a lot of sugarcanes done on handrails, but to flip into it is next level, so he easily earns 8th place on our list. Alex Midler, 7th place, with a snowboard move of a rail trick. A huge backside lip slide for his guest jeans part. Just imagine the balls you need to jump onto this monster of a rail with a back lip. How does he even manage to handle the impact getting out of it? Probably the biggest backlip done in the history of skating. Hey, if you know a bigger one, please comment. And from one huge rail to another, again, back to back in our top 10 list, Gabriel Summers. Not only did he do this super sick ankle breaker crooks to 50-50, he managed to knock himself out gnarly while trying this gap flip back 50-50. But Gabriel Summers is Gabriel Summers, so he went back, went full speed again, barely made it onto the rail, and got the trick. Legend.
Holy fuck!
Entering the top 5 with one of our favorite skaters out there, Antonio Durao. His creative skating and his style just hit different. And on top of that, he put his name in the history books of Wallenberg with the switch frontside flip late ollie north. According to a post from Quarter Snacks, he managed to do this in less than 17 minutes. I've never seen another skater doing these flips into late north tricks and then doing it on Wallenberg, filmed on VX in 2025. That's pure eye candy. Next up, we got our man TJ, who's dropped an incredible 7 parts in 2025. He has never stopped amazing us, and he's also put his name on the Wallenberg list this year. It's not his first time jumping down Wallenberg though. He already switch front 3'd it and switch frontside big spend it, before going switch the 3rd time with this switch pop shove it. That's not even the cherry on top of his year yet. He ended his Happy Friday part with a huge switch frontside 180 down this incredible 9 flat 9 set. After the Butcher ollied it in '99 and Ryan DeCenzo kickflipped it in 2016, TJ's the first person to do something switch. But it's a testament to how crazy this year has been because that's only our 4th place. It's been a nutty year for skating. But before we jump into our top 3, we've got to talk about a few tricks that didn't fit into the classic ranking, but definitely deserve a mention. Most creative trick goes to Ryan Connors with some slappy manual magic. That definitely needs a mention. The best wall ride of 2025 goes to Simon Banneret for this absolute monster of a wall ride. Full speed, alley-oop into the wall. Most stylish trick, Kai Hillebrand, with probably the best flat ground kickflip ever done in skateboarding. What kind of flick is that? The women's trick of the year goes to Haley Wilson with this frontside 360 over the hip to this double drop. She absolutely killed it in her part in the Real Oval video. And finally, the Grayson Fletcher Award goes to, yeah, Grayson Fletcher. Just had to include this super sick kickflip from his part somehow. Grayson is a beast. Alright, it's finally time to jump into our top 3 tricks of the year. Vert is dead. You probably heard that before. But this man single-handedly proved everybody wrong. Tom Schaar. His 2 parts this year have absolutely stunned us. From this frontside disaster under the bridge that earned him the Thrasher cover at the end of the year, to this. What the hell is this switch backside air? He absolutely killed it in 2025. There's way too much to cover, and you could easily make a whole video about just his parts. But here's a few tricks that I have to mention. Switch backside flip over the mega ramp. And this big spin back lip over a gap that's so big that even Tony Hawk has to shake his head. But our 3rd place for trick of the year has to be a blunt kickflip from the soccer goal on top of the vert quarter, a clip that he didn't land in time to include in his part, but he did it shortly after. I mean, what the fuck? The distance he falls after that perfect catch is insane. Definitely one of my favorite tricks ever. Coming to the 2nd best trick of the year, it's Kevin Baekkel, who as always put out a completely death-defying video part for the new Creature video Sever. There's a couple of tricks that we have to mention from that part first, like a super sick curved rail 50-50 with a drop off at the end. This guy just has different nerves, right? But our 2nd place for the trick of the year has got to be his ender, a 50-50 into Eldred Street. If you don't know the backstory of Eldred Street, it's one of the 5 steepest residential streets in California. It's so rough and cracked that it's basically unskateable. GX1000's Andrew Feeney and the crew literally went to Home Depot, bought bags of concrete and patch material, and spent days filling in the worst holes just to make a straight line down the hill so it was possible to skate.
A bunch of people that came out were like, oh, hell yeah, fixing the street? Like, that's cool.
You can't really drift left or right, and if you do, you're done. Feeney already turned that hill bomb into a legend. And in his Thrasher piece, you see how much work went into fixing the street for this one insane line. So when Kevin Baekkel shows up and doesn't just bomb Eldred, but 50-50s the 30-stair wooden handrail at the top, shooting straight into that hill bomb, that's a totally different level of commitment. Even Feeney himself joked on Instagram that Baekkel now owes him his Home Depot bill for repairing the street. A 50-50 into one of the steepest downhills in the world, that's not just a crazy trick, but one of the scariest things I can imagine anyone doing on a skateboard. And finally, yeah, you knew this was coming. Number 1, Chris Joslin, the tray flip down El Toro. El Toro is one of the most legendary stair spots in skateboarding. 20 stairs, and only a handful of skaters to ever jump down them. Joslin has had the tray flip at El Toro in his head forever. As you probably know, he almost did it once in 2017. He rode away, but snapped his truck on the landing. The clip went around the world, the almost make that everyone talked about. You fast forward to 2025, and he actually goes back and does it. Fully healthy and jacked, fully committing a perfect 360 flip down one of the heaviest sets in skateboarding. Thrasher called it the tray bomb heard round the world, and of course gave him his own cover issue for it. That single trick basically sealed his Skater of the Year title for 2025. What makes the moment so legendary isn't only the trick, but there's a whole heroic narrative. This redemption arc, the broken truck, the clip, people wondering if it would ever happen. And then that Instagram post at the end of September. 2 months later, we could finally witness him do it in his GMA part. Plus, a Thrasher My War video with all the background on this battle. So yeah, in a year full of flips into sugar canes on handrails, Wallenberg history being made, vert being reinvented, and hill bombs that look like actual death wishes, Chris Joslin's tray flip down El Toro still sits at the very top. It's our Trick of the Year 2025.